Quote from A Course in Miracles. The memory of God comes to the quiet mind. It cannot come where there is conflict. For a mind at war against itself remembers not eternal gentleness. What you remember is a part of you, for you must be as God created you. Let all this madness be undone for you, and turn in peace to the remembrance of God, still shining in your quiet mind. It's about remembering our origination. I committed this passage to memory many years ago, and I use it as a way to remember who I truly am and where I really came from, particularly when I communicate with my Creator, to stay on purpose and in spirit. Now I'd like to go through each of the messages in this observation from A Course in Miracles one by one. Number 1, the memory of God comes to the quiet mind. We came from a quiet, peaceful place. That's the very essence of creation. So when our mind is filled with noisy dialogue, we shut out the possibility of remembering our spirit. Incessant chatter keeps us attached to the physical world and produces anxiety, stress, fear, worry, and so many of the emotional reactions that are decidedly removed from God realization. We must minimize distractions when we wish to communicate with God. So being in nature, away from the artificial noises that invade our space, is helpful. But the most important thing to consider is how to keep our mind free from the dizzying, bewildering cascade of thoughts flowing through our head from morning till night, and even on into our dream state. It's been estimated that we have something like 60,000 separate thoughts every day. The real problem is that we have the same 60,000 thoughts today that we had yesterday. I've made the practice of meditation a part of my daily life because it's one way to quiet the mind so that the memory of God is accessible. So by learning to meditate, or at the very least shutting down the inner dialogue produced, directed, and acted upon by your ego, you can open up a space for remembering and returning to spirit. 2, it cannot come where there is conflict. In order for conflict to exist, there must be two opposing forces at work. That is, one force, in the form of an idea, a point of view, a desire, or a contribution, directly clashes with another. Conflict defines our lives in many ways, as we oppose our partners, our children, our bosses, our neighbors, and even our countries. In politics, it's always one party versus the other, and the entertainment industry portrays battling points of view that are usually turned into violent scenes. Essentially, conflict requires two-ness. However, remembering where we came from involves our returning to the oneness of being in spirit. After all, there are no battling powers in the divine realm of spirit. There's only perfect oneness, and this is what we want to rejoin. We want to become one again with our Creator, and we can't retrieve this memory of God with a mind in conflict in any way. 3, for a mind at war against itself remembers not eternal gentleness. The second part of this teaching from A Course in Miracles reinforces that a combative mind cannot remember where it once resided in eternal gentleness. Obviously, you can't wage war and simultaneously focus on peace and gentleness, and it is eternal gentleness that you want to remember and rejoin. It's really quite simple to do this. Just close down the battlefield and surrender. Remove all of the artillery, send the soldiers home, and replace the instruments of war in your mind with thoughts of peace, tranquility, and surrender. Making your mind a place of peace is achieved by your own will, so steadfastly refusing to have thoughts of conflict allows you to activate the glory of remembering your spirit. 4, the fourth part of this quote. What you remember is a part of you. Every memory I have is me. What a glorious feeling it is to know this. We each have the power to retrieve any piece of ourselves that we desire and to experience it right here, right now, in this present moment. The great Danish theologian Søren Kierkegaard once observed that life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. In other words, if we can't go back and remember the spiritual bliss that defined us before the beginning, we've really abandoned a part of ourselves. As we move into communion with God, we must know that our inability to remember our spiritual origins is another way of really saying, quote, I'm unable to know myself because I have no recollection or memory of my spirit. Unquote. In fact, the corollary of this line from A Course in Miracles that we're processing right now would be, what you don't remember is not a part of you. In other words, if we fail to remember spirit, then obviously it isn't a part of us. And 5, for you must be as God created you. As you communicate with your source of being, know that you're awakening a part of yourself that's just like God. In fact, you ought to try to approach communication with God by being as closely aligned to the way that you were created as possible. That is, by becoming a vibrational match to the all-loving Creator. Come to the quiet moments in consultation with God in love, in peace, and without judgment. As A Course in Miracles is saying, you must be as you were created. So why put on a false mask and pretend to be anything or anyone else? In this way, you can open the channel of communication because you finally remembered to be the way you were created. And that's the key to effective prayer. And as Gandhi once said, prayer is not an old woman's idle amusement. Properly understood and applied, it's the most potent instrument of action. And 6, let all this madness be undone for you, and turn in peace to the remembrance of God still shining in your quiet mind. Let's take the 3 suggestions in this teaching one at a time. First, A Course says, let this madness be undone. The madness here is that of living in a state of conflict. In other words, we must make an attempt to transcend the dichotomies of our life because the division creates so much suffering and keeps us from living an inspired life. I remember a Ram Dass lecture in which he said, I firmly come to the conclusion that there are no thems for me anymore. I can't be told who to hate, who to fight, who to subdue. I only see an us in my heart. All those messages to divvy up our world are insane. All our self-centeredness just drives our ego's insatiable appetite for making us special and putting other people down. The Course encourages us to be done with this madness once and for all, both in our minds and in our actions. And second, we're told to turn in peace to the remembrance of God. Once again, we know in our heart that we came from a place of peace. So any discord can't be the result of our Creator's actions. God cannot come to us when we pray from non-peace, so the solution is to return to the remembrance of Him and ask to be made an instrument of His peace. When I find myself out of sorts, I remember. And what I remember is to turn to peace right now in prayer. I become peace rather than anguish, and I feel the calmness I long for come over me like a wave of pleasurable relief.
There is a power within you that has been waiting, watching, knowing the perfect moment to reveal itself. You have walked through trials, through moments of doubt, through the silence, where it seemed as if nothing was happening, but what you do not see is that everything has been moving in divine order. You are on the edge of something magnificent, something beyond your imagination, and all that is required of you is to believe. Life is not random. The events that unfold before you are not accidents. Every moment, every situation, every delay has been preparing you. What you once called obstacles were never there to stop you. They were there to shape you. The waiting has not been in vain. The stillness was not emptiness. It was in those moments that the foundation was being laid for the miracle that is about to unfold. You must now walk in certainty. Not with a heart that plaids, but with a heart that knows. You are not hoping for a miracle. You are stepping into it. Your faith is not in what the eyes see, but in what the soul knows. If you can hold the vision, if you can feel the joy before it arrives, if you can live in the assurance that it is already done, then life must rearrange itself to reflect this truth. Everything that seemed impossible, every door that appeared closed, every setback that made you question your path, it was all leading to this moment. The time has come for divine intervention, for the unfolding of that which was always yours. The forces of the universe are aligning, moving, shifting, because you have aligned within. The power was never outside of you. It has always been waiting for you to recognize it, to claim it, to trust it. Your only task now is to prepare your heart, not with worry, not with doubt, but with gratitude. Speak as if it is already yours. Walk as if you are already living in the blessing. Love as if you are already whole. Do not wait for proof. Become the proof. The greatest miracles do not come to those who question. They come to those who expect, who receive, who know that God is about to do something extraordinary. Everything has been set in motion. Nothing can stop what is meant for you. The moment you surrender fear and embrace certainty, you step into the realm where the impossible becomes reality. It is done. It is yours. Now watch as the miracle unfolds. There is a shift happening in the unseen. It is moving in ways that your physical eyes cannot yet perceive, but your spirit knows. It is a knowing so deep, so undeniable, that even when circumstances seem unchanged, you can feel it in the air. You can sense the arrival of something miraculous. It is not a wish, not a vague hope, but a divine certainty. You have prayed, you have believed, and now the answer is making it to you, not in fragments, not in small portions, but in abundance. You are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. All the waiting, all the longing, all the times you whispered in the silence, wondering if God had forgotten you, were never ignored. Every word was heard, every tear was seen, every desire planted in your heart was known before you even spoke it. And now the manifestation is near. There are forces beyond your comprehension moving on your behalf. You are being positioned, aligned, placed exactly where you need to be. You are not being left behind. You are being prepared for something that exceeds your greatest expectations. Do not look at the past to define what is possible. Do not measure the future by the limitations of what has already been. What is coming to you is not something you have seen before. It is not the repetition of what you have already experienced. It is new, it is divine, it is greater than anything you could have imagined. The mind will try to understand it, but this is beyond understanding. This is a season where faith must take the lead, where trust must go before sight, where you must act as if you have already received, because in truth, you have. Everything is energy, everything is vibration, and what you align with, you attract. Your belief is the key. You cannot wish for a miracle while holding on to fear. You cannot expect abundance while speaking in lack. You cannot step into the new while clinging to the old. This is the moment to release, to surrender all doubt, to rid yourself of every thought that says you are not worthy, not ready, not capable. Those were lies, illusions, that kept you bound to a reality that no longer serves you. But now you are stepping into something higher, something destined. The chains are falling off. The past is losing its grip. The door that was once locked is opening wide, not because you forced it, but because you aligned yourself with the truth that it was always meant to open for you. There are people being moved into your path, opportunities rearranging themselves to meet you at the perfect time. Everything is converging into this moment. The doubts that try to shake you will no longer have power. The delays that once frustrated you will now reveal their purpose. What seemed like rejection was actually divine redirection. What you thought was lost was actually preparation for something greater. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are at the center of something magnificent, and the forces of heaven are working to bring it to pass. Your only task now is to receive, to stand in a state of gratitude, to move as though the promise is already fulfilled, to speak words of faith and expectation. If you knew without a doubt that the miracle was coming tomorrow, how would you feel today? If you knew that everything you prayed for was already done, how would you carry yourself? That is the posture you must hold. Not desperation, not worry, but certainty. When you walk in faith, heaven moves. When you stand in confidence, the universe bends to accommodate your belief. You were never meant to struggle for blessings. You were never meant to chase after what is already yours. The moment you shift your awareness, the moment you step into the knowing, life must respond. You do not need to convince God to bless you. The blessings have already been assigned to you. You do not need to beg for what is already yours. You need only to recognize it, to accept it, to make room for it. That is the secret. You must make space in your mind, in your heart, in your life. If you are still holding on to the old, there is no room for the new. If you are still replaying past disappointments, you are not in position to receive what is ahead. Release it. Release the need to understand everything. Release the habit of overthinking. Release the timeline you created in your mind. Divine timing is perfect, and it does not conform to human logic. It moves in ways that are beyond comprehension, but always with precision, always at the exact moment when you are ready to receive. You may not feel ready, but God knows when you are. You may think you need more time, more preparation, more signs, but that is the illusion of the mind. The moment you accept that it is done, it is done. The only thing that has ever been between you and the miracle is the belief that it was separate from you. The truth is, it was never apart from you. It has always been within you, waiting for you to see it, to claim it, to know that it was yours all along. There will be moments when the world will try to distract you. The physical realm will still show signs of the old, the remnants of what once was. But do not be deceived by appearances. Reality is shifting beneath the surface. Just because you do not see it yet does not mean it is not happening. Just because the evidence has not appeared does not mean the miracle is not already in motion. This is where trust must become your foundation. You must believe in the unseen more than you believe in what your eyes show you. Nothing can stop what has been set in motion. No force, no obstacle, no delay can prevent what has been divinely ordained for you. The miracle is already unfolding. The blessing is already here. It is not far away. It is not distant. It is here, now in this moment. You are stepping into it with every breath, with every thought, with every declaration of faith. Speak as if it is done. Walk as if you already hold it in your hands. Rejoice as if the doors have already opened. That is how you bring it forth. The only thing that could ever delay it is doubt. But even doubt has no real power. It is merely a shadow, an illusion that disappears the moment you shine the light of faith upon it. You have come too far to turn back now. You have seen too much, experienced too much to question whether miracles are real. They are, and they are happening for you. Not just for others, not just in distant places, but for you, here, now, in this very moment. Do not let your mind tell you that you are not ready. Do not let fear whisper lies that say you are unworthy. The blessing has already been assigned to you. It is your name on it. It has been written into the fabric of your destiny. It is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. And the when is now. Something is shifting. Something is breaking through. The waiting is over. The miracle is here. You have stepped into a new reality. One where all things are possible, one where faith moves mountains, one where the impossible becomes inevitable. Nothing can stop what has been set in motion. It is already done. It is already yours. Now, simply watch as it appears before your eyes. You are standing at the threshold of something divine, something beyond human comprehension. Every delay, every struggle, every unanswered prayer was not a denial. It was a preparation. It was life aligning itself perfectly so that when the blessing arrived, you would be ready to receive it fully. You have not been forgotten. You have not been overlooked. Something has been moving in the unseen, working together in perfect harmony to bring forth the very thing your heart has been calling for. And now it is here. The shift is happening. The breakthrough is near. The miracle has already been set in motion. It is no longer time to wonder if it will happen. It is time to know that it is already happening. You are not separate from the blessing. You are one with it. The only thing that has ever stood between you and its manifestation was the illusion that you had to struggle to receive it. That illusion is fading now. The old beliefs that told you that you were unworthy, that you had to earn the favor of God, that you had to wait endlessly without evidence, those beliefs are dissolving into nothingness. The truth has always been simple. The moment you believe it is done, it is done. The moment you decide to receive, it appears before you. Look around you, not with physical eyes, but with the eyes of your spirit. What do you see? Do you see lack, struggle, delay, Or do you see the unseen forces aligning in your favor? Do you see divine hands moving behind the scenes, orchestrating a perfect symphony where every note plays at the right time? What you see inwardly is what will manifest outwardly. You must see yourself already walking in the blessing. You must feel the joy of it before it arrives. You must embody the victory before it is revealed. That is the key. That is the secret. Everything that once held you back is crumbling. The doubts, the fears, the false narratives that said you could never rise beyond your past. They are losing their grip. You are being lifted into a new dimension of faith, one where miracles are not rare occurrences, but a way of life. One where the extraordinary becomes ordinary, one where you no longer hope for blessings, but expect them as a natural result of your belief. You are shifting, evolving, stepping into your divine inheritance. There is no more room for hesitation, no more room for second guessing. You have spent enough time waiting, questioning, wondering. Now is the time to claim it. Now is the time to walk as if you already hold it in your hands. No force in existence can withhold what is rightfully yours. It has already been written. It has already been prepared. All that remains is for you to step into alignment with it. There is nothing standing in your way. The obstacles you once perceived were never real. They were reflections of your past beliefs, illusions designed to test your faith, to strengthen your knowing. But now the illusion is gone. Now you see clearly. Now you understand that the moment you choose to receive, life has no choice but to respond. Take a deep breath and feel the shift. Feel the energy of the miraculous surrounding you. It is here. It is happening now. You are stepping into a new reality, one where blessings flow effortlessly, one where divine timing unfolds with precision, one where what once seemed impossible is now inevitable. The miracle has already arrived. The only thing left to do is embrace it. It is done. It is yours. Now watch as it unfolds before your eyes. Everything in your life is shifting right now, even if you cannot yet see it with your physical eyes. The unseen is more real than the seen. The foundation of your miracle was never in the hands of the world. It was always in your belief, your willingness to trust, your ability to let go of doubt and step into the certainty that what you have asked for is already moving toward you. There has never been a moment when you were separated from the promise. There has never been a time when God was not working on your behalf. Every moment of waiting was not wasted. It was a divine orchestration ensuring that the right doors would open at the right time. Feel this truth in your spirit. Let it settle deep within you. There is nothing missing. There is nothing lacking. The miracle is already formed, already completed in the invisible. Now it is unfolding. Now it is coming into form. It is appearing right before your eyes. This is not a dream. This is not a distant possibility. It is real. It is happening, and nothing can stop it from manifesting in your life. Everything that once seemed impossible is bending, shifting, aligning to make way for the promise, the people, the resources, the opportunities, the unexpected breakthroughs. They are all being positioned perfectly. The pieces are falling into place in ways you could never have orchestrated on your own. That is why you were told to trust. That is why you were told to surrender. Not because you were being denied, but because you were being prepared for something greater than what you even imagined. Look within yourself now. Do you feel the shift? Do you feel the heaviness lifting? Do you feel the weight of doubt and fear dissolving? That is because you are stepping into a new dimension, one where miracles are not just possible, but inevitable. One where you no longer hope for blessings, you expect them. One where you no longer question if you are worthy. You know you are. Everything that once made you feel small is fading away. Everything that once made you feel separate from your dreams is losing its power over you. The old version of you that struggled, that doubted, that questioned whether God had forgotten you, that version no longer exists. You are standing in the fullness of your faith now. You are walking in the knowing that you are divinely supported, divinely guided, divinely favored. And because you know this, everything in your life is beginning to reflect it. The shift is not coming, it is here. The breakthrough is not on its way, it has arrived. The moment you accepted it, it became real. This is the moment everything changes. This is the moment you step out of waiting and into receiving. The delay was never a denial, it was a divine setup. What is about to unfold will leave no room for doubt. What is about to manifest will be so undeniable that even those who once questioned your faith will have no choice but to see the hand of God upon your life. The doors that were once closed will swing open effortlessly. The situations that seemed impossible will resolve in your favor. The opportunities you thought had passed you by will return with greater blessings attached. Everything is working together for your good, even the things that seemed unfair. The things that broke you, the things that made you question whether you would ever rise again, they were all necessary, they were all part of the preparation. Without them, you would not be standing here ready to receive what is coming. The pain was not wasted, the struggles were not pointless. They were refining you, strengthening you, molding you into the person who could carry the blessing that is about to be poured into your life. Now there is nothing left to do but receive. There is nothing left to do but stand firm in your faith and know that it is already done. The path has been cleared, the way has been made, the miracle is not coming, it is here. And now the only thing left to do is to give thanks, to stand in awe of what has already been prepared for you, to watch as the divine plan unfolds in ways that exceed your greatest expectation. You are ready. It is time. The promise is fulfilled. You have been chosen for this moment, this divine moment, when everything is aligning perfectly for your life's next great chapter. Every part of your journey, every setback, every challenge has been part of a bigger plan. You were never alone in this process, even when it seemed like the world was silent. Every prayer, every whisper of faith, every tear you shed, all of it was being heard and seen. The universe, the divine God himself, has been moving in ways you could not even imagine, preparing things behind the scenes. Your faith has already created the path for the miracle you are about to experience. You may have spent years wondering why things were taking so long. You may have questioned your own worth, your own ability to receive what you have been asking for. But you were never wrong in your faith. You were never wrong in holding on to the belief that something greater was meant for you. All that waiting, all that trusting was not in vain. It was your preparation. It was the time needed for your spirit to expand, for your belief to deepen, for your heart to align with what is about to manifest. This moment is so much bigger than you. It's not just about your personal blessings. It's about the testimony you are about to have. What God is about to do for you is not just for you. It's to show the world what faith in the unseen can bring. It's to show the world that when you align with your higher purpose, when you trust the divine process, miracles happen. You will be the walking evidence that the impossible can become possible. You will be the living proof that no matter what the circumstances may look like, God's plan always prevails. All of the doubt, all of the disbelief, all of the negative experiences you've encountered were simply preparation. They were the final test before the breakthrough. The devil wants to shake your faith, to make you doubt the promise, to convince you that you've been forgotten. But the truth is this: God's promises are never empty. They are never false. When He speaks, it is done. And now you are standing in the moment where what He spoke over you is about to come to pass in a way that will blow your mind. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the truth of this. The miracle has been set in motion and it's already on its way. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to struggle for it. You simply have to accept it. You simply have to open your heart to receive the abundance that's being poured into your life. The blessings you've been asking for are not far off. They are not distant. They are right here in this moment, ready to be revealed. The shift in your life is already happening. Your circumstances, your finances, your relationships, your health, they are all about to transform. Things that once seemed impossible are about to come into your reality. You will look back on this moment and see how perfectly everything aligned. You will see how every challenge, every disappointment, every delay was part of the preparation to bring you to this point. And when the miracle comes, you will not be surprised. You will be in awe. But you will also understand that it was always meant to be. You've carried this promise in your heart for so long, and now it's about to manifest. The time for your breakthrough has arrived. Your faith has opened the door, and now you are walking into the fullness of what you've been praying for. You are stepping into a new season where miracles flow freely, where blessings come without effort, and where the impossible becomes your new reality. This is your moment to shine. This is your time to step into the fullness of your potential. This is the time when everything you've been praying for will manifest in ways you could never have imagined. Your faith is the key that has unlocked the door to your miracle, and now you will experience a life of abundance like never before. You are ready for it. You are more than capable of handling it, and it will not just change your life. It will change the lives of those around you. Don't doubt it. Don't second guess it. The miracle is not coming tomorrow. It is already here. You are already walking in the manifestation of your desires. The universe is aligning with your faith, and everything you've hoped for is coming into form. The love, the money, the success, the peace, the joy. You are stepping into it all right now. The doors are opening. The opportunities are flooding in, and the favor of God is upon you. The time for your breakthrough is now. You are ready for it. You are ready to receive it. Understand that the process of waiting wasn't about punishment. It was about preparation. It was about getting you to the point where you could receive what was already yours. Now you are ready to take hold of your miracle and watch it unfold in the most magnificent way. What was once far off is now right in front of you. What was once out of reach is now within your grasp. As you stand in this moment, embrace it. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the disbelief. Trust that what God has prepared for you is bigger, better, and more beautiful than you ever imagined. And when the miracle manifests, don't be surprised. Be grateful. Be thankful. But know in your heart that this was always meant to be. Your faith has brought you here, and now the time has come for you to receive everything you've asked for. Remember, there is no delay in the divine plan. It has been unfolding exactly as it should. It is not just a coincidence that you are hearing this now. It is a confirmation that your miracle is near. It is a sign that the door is about to open and everything you've prayed for is coming your way. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are living in it. You are walking in it. You are the miracle. Believe it. Receive it. It's already done. The shift has already happened. The miracle is already in motion. Now all you need to do is step into it. You are entering a season where the things you've prayed for are no longer distant hopes, but tangible manifestations that are taking shape right before your very eyes. It may feel like it's been a long journey, and it's true. Many of you have felt the weight of time and the struggles of waiting. But understand this. The time was necessary. It was a time to refine your faith, to deepen your understanding, and to prepare you for the blessing that was always meant for you. You see, the delay was never a denial. God never said no to you. What you have been waiting for has been in process. Every moment of waiting was preparing you to receive what you had asked for. But more importantly, it was preparing you to receive it in the right way, at the right time, and in the perfect form. The path that was carved for your miracle had to be just right, so that you would not only be ready to receive it, but you would also be able to carry it and appreciate it fully when it came. And now you are at the threshold of your breakthrough. You may not be able to see it yet with your physical eyes, but in your spirit you can feel it. You can feel the excitement, the anticipation, and the assurance that something is on its way. And it's not just any ordinary blessing. It's a life-changing miracle. What God has in store for you is beyond what you can comprehend, beyond your wildest dreams. It is something so extraordinary that when it comes, it will change the entire trajectory of your life. You may have once doubted that your dreams were even possible. You may have wondered if you were worthy of such blessings. You may have been told by others that it was too late, or that you were asking for too much. But the truth is, God's plans for you were never limited by time or space. They were never dependent on what the world said was possible. What God has prepared for you is not subject to human limitation. When He says it's your time, it's your time. And now it's your time. You are about to step into a season of unimaginable blessings, a season where the impossible becomes not only possible, but your new reality. Look around you. Even if your current circumstances still seem a little cloudy, know that things are already shifting in the unseen. The moment you align your faith with the understanding that your miracle is on its way, the universe starts to move. Things begin to work together for your good, and everything you've been hoping for starts to fall into place in ways that are far beyond your comprehension. The doors you thought were shut forever will suddenly swing wide open. The opportunities you once thought had passed you by will come back in even greater measure. Do not be afraid of what is about to unfold. It is natural to feel some level of nervousness or doubt, especially when things begin to change. But remember, change is the sign that God is working. The shift is a sign that the miracle is being birthed. You are in the midst of a divine transformation, and everything that was once impossible is becoming possible. You've worked hard for this, you've prayed for this, and now it's time for you to step into the fullness of what's already been made available to you. One of the greatest things you can do right now is to remain in a posture of gratitude. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to even more blessings. Gratitude is the currency of the divine. When you express gratitude for what you have, for what is coming, and for the journey that has brought you to this moment, you open up the floodgates of heaven. Everything that you have believed for and worked toward is about to manifest, and the more grateful you are, the faster it will come. Remember, your miracle is not just about what you see with your natural eyes. It is about what you believe in your heart. When you begin to live as if what you have asked for is already yours, when you walk in the confidence of knowing that the blessing is already on its way, you activate the divine law of attraction. You begin to draw those blessings closer. You begin to move in alignment with the universe, with God's divine timing, and you start to see things unfold at a pace that will amaze you. The truth is that your miracle is already completed in the spiritual realm. What you are about to experience is simply the manifestation of something that already exists in the unseen, the plans, the promises, the blessings. They are already prepared. It is your faith that will bring them into your physical world. Your ability to believe in the unseen, to trust that what you have asked for is already done, is what makes the miracle possible. Let go of the need to control how it will happen. Let go of the need to figure it all out. Your miracle is not limited by your understanding. You do not need to know how it is going to happen, or when it is going to happen, or who will be involved. You only need to trust that it is happening. You only need to believe that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything in perfect timing. The miracle you have been waiting for is already in motion, and now it is about to manifest in the most beautiful, unexpected ways. Look at your life from a place of knowing that everything is working together for your good. Your thoughts, your words, your actions, they are all aligning with the divine flow. You have planted seeds of faith, and now those seeds are sprouting and growing, producing a harvest that will blow your mind. The opportunities that once seemed out of reach are now coming into your grasp. The relationships that you thought were lost are being restored. The financial breakthrough you have been hoping for is closer than you think. It is time to stop doubting your worthiness. It is time to stop questioning whether you deserve the blessings that are on their way to you. God has already said yes. His promises are sure, and His word is never void. You are worthy. You are enough. You are ready to receive everything that God has prepared for you. This is the moment when everything changes, when everything you have been praying for begins to appear. You have been faithful. You have trusted. You have held on through the storms, through the waiting periods, through the doubts. Now your faith is about to be rewarded in ways that you cannot yet imagine. The miracle is here, and all you need to do is step into it. Don't allow fear to rob you of what's already yours. Don't allow the past to dictate your future. You are in a new season now. This is the season where your dreams come alive, where your prayers are answered, and where you witness the miraculous unfold in your life. As you stand at the threshold of your breakthrough, take a moment to acknowledge the journey that has brought you here. Every challenge, every triumph, every tear, every victory, it all led to this moment. You are stronger than you know. You are more capable than you realize. And you are more than worthy of the miracle that is unfolding in your life right now. God is about to surprise you. The miracle you've been waiting for is not coming tomorrow. It's already here. It's already in motion. It's already yours. Now, all you need to do is believe, receive, and walk into the new season that is unfolding before you. Your miracle is unfolding, and with every passing moment, you are drawing closer to the manifestation of your deepest desires. But understand that what is coming into your life isn't just a result of your own efforts or a simple stroke of luck. It is the divine work of a higher power, God who is orchestrating every detail, aligning every circumstance, and preparing you for a future that is beyond anything you've ever imagined. This is not just any miracle. This is a life-changing event that will transform every aspect of your life. The world may have told you that you're too late, or that the opportunity you've been waiting for is already taken. But God doesn't operate by the world's standards. He doesn't work in limitations, and His timing is always perfect. What's meant for you will never pass you by. The dreams you've nurtured, the visions you've seen, the desires you've whispered to Him in prayer, they are all part of His divine plan for your life, and He is bringing them to fruition. In this moment, you may be standing on the edge of something truly monumental, but there's one thing you need to understand about God's miracles. They rarely come in the form you expect. They don't always follow the pattern you created in your mind, and they often arrive in ways that are beyond your understanding, and this is precisely why they are miracles. If you could predict them, if you could control them, they wouldn't be miraculous at all. So let go of the need to figure it out. Release any attachment to how you think it should happen. Trust that the universe, in alignment with God's will, is creating a path just for you, a path that will surprise you, delight you, and exceed your expectations. Now imagine that what you've been waiting for is already in motion. Can you feel the energy shifting? Can you feel the alignment coming together? The moment you begin to truly believe that what you desire is already on its way, the universe starts to respond. Your energy begins to match the frequency of what you've asked for, and it's only a matter of time before it manifests. This is the law of attraction at work, but it is also the law of faith. The belief that what you cannot see is just as real, just as tangible as what is right in front of you. The miracles happen when you release control and allow yourself to trust in the divine timing of God. But trust doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means aligning yourself with the possibility, with the belief that anything is possible. Trust means walking in the confidence that everything you've asked for is on its way. Trust means taking inspired action, showing up every day with the faith that your breakthrough is coming. Think about the times in your life when you have felt the presence of God so strongly that it seemed like nothing could stop you. Those moments are not accidents. They are glimpses of the divine power that is constantly at work in your life. Those moments are a preview of what is to come. God is showing you that when you step into alignment with His purpose for your life, when you trust Him fully, miracles will follow. God is about to surprise you in ways you can't yet imagine. The things you've been praying for, the desires you've held close to your heart, are already being prepared for you. You may have been waiting for this for what feels like forever, but remember, God's timing is always perfect. He knows exactly when to bring the right people into your life, when to open the right doors, and when to bring the breakthrough you've been longing for. It will not be a moment too soon, nor a moment too late. It will be precisely when you need it most. At times the waiting may feel unbearable. You may question if you will ever see the answer to your prayers. You may wonder if God has forgotten about you, or if He's just waiting for the right moment. But the truth is, God has never forgotten you. He has never left you. The waiting is part of the process. The delay is not a denial, it is the preparation of your miracle. It's as if you've been in a holding pattern, but now the time has come. The doors that seemed closed are opening, and the blessings that once seemed impossible are about to flood into your life. When your miracle comes, it will come in a way that only God could have arranged. It will come with a timing that is so perfect, you will stand in awe of how everything has come together. It will come with a grace that fills your heart with gratitude. And when it arrives, you won't just feel joy, you will feel peace. You will know in that moment that everything has aligned for your highest good. You will feel the love of God pouring into your life in ways you've never experienced before. You will feel as though every moment of your life has led you to this point, and the universe itself has conspired to bring you exactly what you need. The best part of all is that your miracle isn't just for you. When God works in your life, He doesn't just bless you for your own benefit. His blessings are always designed to impact others. Your breakthrough will not only transform your life, but will also open doors for others. Your success, your happiness, your peace will be a beacon of light for those around you. You will be able to show others what is possible when you trust in God's plan. Your miracle will serve as a testament to God's goodness, to His grace, and to His power to transform lives. As you step into this new season, take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought you to this point, the prayers, the faith, the perseverance. It has all led you to this moment of divine alignment. Now that you are not where you are by accident, every step you've taken has been guided, even in moments when it felt like you were walking in darkness. God has been with you every step of the way, preparing you for this miracle. And as you prepare to receive your miracle, remember that your job is simply to believe. Believe that what you have asked for is already on its way. Believe that it is already done in the spiritual realm, and that it is now just a matter of time before it arrives in the physical. When you believe, you align your energy with the manifestation of your desires. When you believe, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. And when you believe, you unlock the door to a world of possibilities. So let go of the doubt. Let go of the fear. Let go of the skepticism. Trust that God is bringing you exactly what you need and more. Trust that your miracle is not just coming, but it is already here, already in motion, already on its way to you. The divine work has already begun. All that is left for you to do is to receive, to embrace, and to step into the miracle that awaits you. In this season, you will witness what others might call the impossible. You will see the breakthrough that seemed out of reach. You will experience the healing, the success, the love, and the peace that you longed for. And when it comes, you will know that it was never a coincidence, never a stroke of luck. It was the hand of God working behind the scenes, orchestrating your miracle from the very beginning. This is your time, the time for your life-changing miracle. Believe it. Trust it. Receive it. It is already yours. As we stand on the precipice of this divine breakthrough, remember that your miracle is not a distant dream, but a reality that is unfolding before your very eyes. Trust in the process, knowing that every step has been guided, every moment has been planned, and every detail has been perfectly arranged by the hand of God. Your time has come. The doors that were once closed are now open, and the blessings that seemed far away are rushing toward you. This is the moment to let go of doubt, to release fear, and to fully embrace the miraculous power that is at work in your life. What you have asked for, what you have longed for, is already on its way, and when it arrives, it will be greater than anything you could have imagined. So hold on to faith, walk in confidence, and be prepared for the surprises that God has in store for you. You are about to witness the impossible become possible, and the life-changing miracles you will manifest in ways that will fill your heart with gratitude and awe. Know that you are never alone in this journey. God's presence is with you, His favor is upon you, and His blessings are already on their way. Embrace this season of miracles, and trust that everything you have been waiting for is now within reach. The best is yet to come, and it is already unfolding before you. Step into it with open arms and an open heart. For the life-changing transformation you have been praying for is already on its way to you.